All right, everybody, we're live. This is Sue Hanson coming to you today from snowy Wisconsin. Spring just doesn't want to stay here. It's driving me crazy. I'm here today with Art Dubuck, and we are here to talk to you about a new free membership site called MPN Builder. And I like this site because it's built as a sister site to Global MPN, which is a suite of marketing tools that we all need if we're marketing anything on business, or if you have a brick and mortar and you're trying to market the brick and mortar, because it has things like autoresponders and tracking tools and link rotators and screen captures, all the things that you want to be using every day in your business, but they're all under one umbrella, so they work seamlessly together. I've tried to pick and choose and get everything to work together, and maybe you can relate to this, but they just don't work together right sometimes. An autoresponder you get at one company may not work with a tracking that you have in another company, or a screen recording software that you have over here may not mesh with something else. So by having everything under one umbrella, usually you're going to save money rather than going out and buying them all individually, but they work together because they were built to work together. So this new NPN Builder site works alongside the marketing suite. And what it was designed to do was give you the ability to come in and get a free site, so you don't have to worry about how am I going to market NPN. It works together so you can sell the NPN marketing suite as an affiliate and earn commissions up to $100 per sale, but do it in a way that's a lot easier than you may have experienced in the past, where you've had to create your own marketing pages, or they had pages that just didn't work well. This system was designed so you can give away a free marketing site, and this site is actually a sales funnel. So it's a site/sales funnel. And the reason I brought Art on today is because Global NPN's been around for 10 years, so it's got the history. It's got over 100, it's got 170,000 members right now. The creator of Global NPN decided, I want my affiliates to be able to market and use these tools and sell them and earn commissions in an easier way. So he went out and took his knowledge from the industry and from having NPN for over 10 years and decided to build the sister site. Now we've meshed these two sites together, and the NPN Builder site, the one that you can get for free today, is actually new. And Art, who's on here with me, just recently became familiar with this site, and I wanted to bring him on because I want you to hear a little bit of feedback about his background and history and where he's coming from and what has you online or looking for a way to increase your revenue, and why you like NPN Builder as someone who's not been around the industry as long as I have, probably not seen as much as I have, but why? Because this was designed specifically for newer marketers to be able to succeed, so that you, as a new marketer, don't come in, get frustrated, and drop right off right away. That's one of the biggest issues, I think, in our industry is attrition and people coming in all excited, but after a few months of hitting your head, almost like hitting your head on a brick wall, you're not making any income. Of course, you want to drop out because you're not succeeding with what you thought you would be earning at that time. So I'm going to pass the mic over to you, and I would love to hear your thoughts on, first of all, introduce yourself, but then your thoughts on why you're excited about this, what your kind of background is, and why you felt like you needed to do something, and anything else you'd like to share. So, welcome.
Okay. Okay. My name is Art Dubuck. I've been retired now for about 4 years. Prior to that, I was basically did construction work, and I did a little work with Boeing. I retired from Boeing about 4 years ago, as I said, and I've been doing okay. I recently moved to Alabama from New Hampshire, and so travel is very important to me. To go home occasionally to see my children, my family, my friends. But I find that with Social Security and the small pension that I receive, just can't really afford it to take my fiance and myself to do that. And so it's been a real struggle. I had to save a long time to go up there. So I said, well, the only way to do that is to go and make a little more money. So I began looking online for some opportunities, and I've seen a lot of them, tried a few, and wasn't really successful at them. There's a lot of complications to them. I didn't quite understand all the technology. I came in late in the technology field. The young ones today probably catch it, a lot more than I do. But anyway, I learned what I could over the years, and so I got into the habit of just signing up for newsletters for different opportunities. Well, one of the ones I came across was Sue here, and I've been getting her videos and her her emails for at least 6 months, if not longer. And I always looked at them because Sue has a way of presenting things in a very down-to-earth way. She makes you feel comfortable about her business. She feels confident about the future of this, and but there was so many other things I was looking at. I just basically put it off to the side. But last week I got one. It was the title of the video that she sent that got my attention. It says, "Turn 17. If you have a budget of $17, how would you like to turn into $10,800?" And I said, "Well, that's interesting." So I clicked onto it to find out a little bit about it, and immediately I was welcomed by a video from Joff. Joff, who is the owner of the company, came on and introduced a little bit about it and what he was doing. And he's another guy you'd be like your neighbor, easy to talk to, seems very confident, and so I just listened to that video, and then he has a next step. He explained a little more, and he said, "Well, the thing you have to do, you have to put your email address so we can continue this process. It's important because we'll be sending you more information later on down the line." So I did that, and then another video came on, and the process continued on, and it was very easy to understand. And sure enough, it was like $17. I said, "Well, I can do that. I can do that steadily, and even if it takes me a long time to get a few people, which I don't plan it to. I do intend to market this aggressively to get up into the profit range as soon as I can. I'm learning right now. I'm learning a little bit more about autoresponders and the many tools that they have. And the tools that they have seem to be easy enough to learn for an average guy like myself. I'm going step by step at it, and I'm getting it. I'm starting to put it together. So anyway, instead of the $17 one a month, I decided it's a little better to go into this level 2 because you would get into profit quicker. And I did that. I committed to that. Now, $27 a month, maybe a lot to a lot of people, and it's nothing to throw away, of course. But I think about it, how many things that I do with $27 a month that I really, I could go easily enough not doing to put that $27 a month aside, and so I did that. I committed to it, and I'm just now I feel the freedom that I have a business. I can do what I want with it. And Sue is a very good team leader. I feel now I'm on the team that she's going to help me with. We communicate quite a bit already, just sharing ideas. And so today she invited me to come on to this hangout. It's my first time I've ever spoken on one. But and I don't even know how many people are out there or anything like that or who I'm talking to. But I like the idea because you can. I think this can happen. Sue will explain this to me more later on, perhaps, that you can actually get a link and invite people to come and join us to hang out. So I think we can do that, and it's going to be kind of neat because we'll have a time and a place for prospects to get right in and listen. They don't have to talk; they can just watch and learn. Because we're going to kind of share information with each other on the things we're doing right, and the things we're experimenting with it, and perhaps pick up a few tips from other people. And Sue will tell us more about that, I'm sure. But that's pretty much my story. I do expect to be in a different level. I'm committing to, like, where will I be a year from now? I've got a lot of time between now and then to develop something solid, and once you're committed to something, it takes on a whole new energy, and I do feel a different energy now. I feel like, okay, I'm not guessing and looking anymore. I found something that's a very stable company, that people that are in it, even at the Facebook location, where people, you can just go there and ask questions and just read answers, and questions and answers, and comments. It's like a little community in itself. I'm sure that'll help too. But there's nothing but good things from this company I see, and I'm very happy to be part of it. So that's my story.
Hey, Art, that was awesome. I want to touch on a couple of things. Actually, you said a lot of things that I really, really want to key in, and because I don't know if people caught it, so I need to just highlight a couple of things that are really important that you said. One is that you don't have a lot of technical experience. I'm 40. I just turned 48. I don't even like saying that, but I did. I just turned 48, so I didn't grow up with computers either, and so it wasn't too long ago that I'm talking like less than 5 years ago, I was struggling to move files around on my computer. When Windows 7 came out, I was like, what the heck? I didn't know how to use it. So I can relate to not having a technical background and having a big learning curve. And that's one of the things that you touched on when you were talking, was that even though you're learning this stuff, but you can get started without knowing a lot of stuff and go from there, because this was designed for people just like you and me who didn't start out with a lot of technical knowledge. It's been built and designed for us, so all we really need to do is find a few different ways to point people to our link, which we are provided free of charge, and they get to the link just like you were saying, and it's just a conversation between Jeff and the person watching, and easy, simple steps. It's been designed that way to help us maximize our incomes by doing all the selling for us. And when a person buys at a level, which you highlighted on, that starts at $17, so it's affordable for just about anyone, just by giving up your fancy coffee for a week, or skipping a dinner out once a month. You can afford to start at $17 and work your way up. Now, you said another thing, and that was commitment. I love that you realize that this is a commitment. It's not something, oh, I'm going to start this month and I'll try it. That whole thing, that mindset of you telling yourself in your head, even if you don't say it out loud, if you're thinking while you're putting in your credit card information to pay your $17 or whatever level you start out at, I'll just try this. Your brain realizes that, and I hear you. You've made that decision, and it's really important and it's key. And I want to congratulate you that you know this is not a 1 or 2 month thing. You're looking at a long enough term of 1 year to get this ball rolling and to start seeing your income go up. You need to have the short-term goals, but you need to have a long-term perspective. And I'm glad that you have that, Art. That's really important. Another thing, you said you feel free because you finally made a decision. You've been bouncing all over the place like a lot of us do. There's always shiny objects here and there and there. And in our inbox every day, there's so many things to pull our attention away. And everything looks so good. And we're all looking for that big red easy button. You know the one. I think Staples made it famous a few years back. Oh, easy button. Doing. Oh, I'm making money. We're not talking about a lottery here or a pyramid scheme. We're talking about you starting a real online business where instead of having residual bills, you know, your cable bill, your phone bill, all those things that you pay monthly over and over and over and over again, you can have some residual income, and that's what we want for you, to be able to do that without, there's tons of programs out there where you can get a residual income, but they cost thousands of dollars for you to get started. This is a program for everyone. You can get started at $17, and we have a system in the system that you get for free, and then you go into Global MPN. They work hand in hand. You choose the level that's going to make you feel comfortable with your decision, that you're not overspending your budget, and where you can know that you can build up as you're going. So it's really, really important. When Art said he got my email where I'm talking about going from $17 up to $10,080 a month residual income, meaning every month over and over again, we have the plan to do that, and the numbers bear it out. And when you click the link here, you're going to see that whole system that Art was talking about, where you can go through and see that exactly how those numbers work out. But the point is, you need to get started. You need to stop having the weight on your shoulders of not being able to make a $17 decision. It's so much more refreshing, and you're going to feel the weight lifted off your shoulders when you make a decision here or even somewhere else if this isn't appealing to you. But we're just down-to-earth people who have stuck it out long enough to learn some things that we're going to share with you. And my concept is working as a team, because I believe that we can all have a better income by banding together and lifting together. And I don't want to get to the top by climbing over on top of people. You know, sometimes people are this view of the ends justify the means, and they don't care how they get there or who they climb on to get there. That is so far out of my comfort zone, I just cannot stand it. So my philosophy is teamwork and helping each other grow and supporting each other. And if you're putting in the effort, we're going to put in the effort with you too, because we want you to succeed. And I do believe that if you want to succeed and you're willing, this will work for just about anybody. Art had never done a hangout before, and I want to congratulate you, Art, I'm sure this is a little bit out of your comfort zone, and that's, if you can get out of your comfort zone and get out of your own way, I believe you can be successful with this business and growing an income as an NPN affiliate. And I'm just feeling like I'm just looking at my notes, because when Art was talking, I was writing down notes about some of the really key elements that he said, and I feel like there's a lot of people out there that just need something so that they can enjoy their life, to take the stress off. For me, this industry is all about three things. It's about, of course, growing an income, but it's also about time freedom and location freedom. Time freedom meaning you get to set your hours. You do have to do the work, and I'm not saying don't do work, like I'm only going to work an hour a day. That's not at all what I'm saying. Please don't misunderstand. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying work an hour a day and go play the rest of the day and expect a $10,000 a month income. What I am saying is, if you are a stay-at-home mom or a retired professional or someone who likes to play golf on the first spring day or go to the beach in the middle of the day and work at night, that this is an industry that allows you to work a different set of hours than maybe you've been having to work. So spend a year focusing on this. Even if you're at a job right now, have your goal be get to that 10K a month or more within the year, because our plan is designed to work on a year. If you follow the plan, we'll tell you exactly what that entails when you click the link. But after that year, can you imagine, do a little extra overtime. What I mean by that is work your job if you're at a job and come home and work a few 2 to 3 hours a night on your business, on growing your future, on getting to those three things, and you in a year, if you're committed, I believe you're going to have a difference. So I'm super excited to have Art on the team. We have Facebook groups for support. We have, when you get up to different levels in our company, we have other special incentives that are awesome, absolutely wonderful. And I'm also got some additional resources for my personal team that I'm going to be sharing. And it's all designed to help you succeed. And I'm just super excited. So I'm going to pass it back over to Art, see if he has any closing words or words of encouragement. And you're going to definitely be seeing us more, not only myself, but Art and some of our other team members as our teams are growing. And I want to encourage you to reach out with any questions. We're so excited. Art's happy to answer your questions. I'm happy to answer your questions. And we just want you to feel comfortable with your decision and feel like you're part of the family so that you can get to the goals that you have set for yourself and don't have excuses anymore. Do like Art did, make a decision and feel like a new person walking down the street, because you know you are now a business owner. You are growing an income and you're changing your life. You're taking control because you want to be in control, and because you've made the decision. It's really just a matter of decision. You've made the decision and you're ready to run with it and you're committed to it. So that's it for me. Other than saying a quick goodbye after Art, I'm going to pass it back over to you, Art, if you have any closing words.
Okay, well, I did one thing in particular. When well, just happened about a year ago, I was involved with another business, and so I decided to make myself some business cards. But before I made the business cards, I thought to myself, well, if you make this business card and this doesn't work out, well, you're going to have 500 business cards doing nothing. So what I did is I designed it generically. I just picked a name. I called it Total Leverage. Okay, so total leveraging is when you're taking your money and you're increasing it. By working with people, it's just like step by step. It kind of gives me that picture, and it gives other people motivation to look at my website. I put my website down on it, and my phone number and my name, and just let it kind of ambiguous, but to the point. So basically, if I'm talking to somebody about, are you interested in the business and this and that, I can just say, okay, well, here's my name and address. Here's my number, my phone. Give me a call. So you can check out my website if you'd like, and just leave the business card. Just leave it anywhere. So I can actually work this away from the computer. On the computer, I've been looking around for years now to see about it, as I said, but there are many, many places where you can advertise and develop a strategy. I'm sure that we'll be talking about that more in the future. See, I'm trying to get myself organized yet. I'm only a couple days into this thing yet, but of course, this is Sue's group. I'm going to call it Sue's group because she's the one who initiated this call. But I'm part of the team, and what is nice about this, it's not like multi-level. Like in multi-level, it's kind of people are, going on different steps. You got to go down deep, and if people quit, well, there goes your income. But this is like on one-on-one. As you'll see, I don't want to try to explain the whole program. It's a lot easier if you look through what they've already done on videos. An excellent job and that. So that was the thing about the business cards. What I wanted to add, and you can make flyers too, pass them out. And it's lots and lots of ways to get the word out. Basically, it is all it is getting the word out, because you got a good thing. When you look at this thing and realize the potential with it, and the tools and personnel that you have on your team, it's amazing. It's like, okay, this can happen. I can make this happen. Keep that positive attitude. Like Sue pointed out, that's very important, because the mind has a way of turning the volume down on your positive, and giving you a little negative, or your relatives even.
Yes, yeah.
And so I'll keep it at that, and back to Sue. Okay, Sue?
Yeah. Yeah, you are right about that. There's a lot of negativity out there. We keep it positive in this team, and we help lift you up. So, guys, we really appreciate you coming on. As you just heard from Art in his closing remarks, you do not have to be a techie to market this. We get you started, and before you're even learning anything technical whatsoever, as easy as we have it to start, you heard him. Business cards left when he's out. So you're always marketing. Even when you're out shopping, you always are listening to people. And so there's a way for you, no matter what your background, to move forward and get to your financial goals. I do believe that. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer. By law, the FTC loves us to not guarantee any income results. And even though I don't think it sounded like we were guaranteeing any income results here, let me just be very, very clear. I am not guaranteeing you will get to $10,080 in a year or any amount at all, because I don't know if you're going to take the actions. The plan is laid out. If the plan is followed, that is the number you can get to, but I cannot guarantee you will get to that, because you may not be motivated enough yet. That doesn't mean you can't get there, but you may not be motivated enough yet to get there. So, guys, we'll see you on the next Hangout. If you want to make sure you get the information for the next Hangout, please leave us a comment. Leave us a comment anyway, and we would love to hear what's going on in your life, what you're struggling with, what your goals are, even if it has nothing to do with making money online. I love to hear what's going on with other people. It just helps me to make sure that I'm in the right mindset to help people get to those goals. So take care. We'll talk soon, and I really do appreciate you.